Hey you guys, I'm back with another video. Today I am making me some homemade buttermilk biscuits. So let's get into it. So I'm using a food processor to make my biscuits. But if you don't have a food processor, no worries, no worries. You can use a hand mix, what they call it? A hand mixer? A hand, whatever they call it. A hand blender. And if you don't have that, also no worries. You can use a bowl and your hands and, mix it. Okay, so today we are going to use 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do 2.5 cups of flour. 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm just getting back from my doctor's appointment. I was out and about earlier. And now I wanted to make biscuits before I left. But I'm glad I didn't because I didn't even think that I wanted to make a video. Now I'm back so I can make it. I actually took out the sausage and onion gravy. And I was going to make it. But I was like, I don't even have time to make the biscuits. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't. So, and I thought about it. I was like, oh, I can record myself making the biscuits. I never made the biscuits on this channel. So, I never made my buttermilk biscuits on this channel. And the good thing about this, you don't need yeast. You just need a good baking powder. You need baking, I said powder. Yeah, baking powder. You just need a good, some baking powder. You good. So, 1 tablespoon of salt. And y'all can't even see what I'm doing. That's not like this. Put it down, something like that. Okay. Sorry, y'all so low. And 2 tablespoons. Yes, 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And when you making biscuits, make sure my flour is not cold, so, but they say it should be cold. But as long as your butter is cold, you're good. I usually keep all my butters in the freezer, because I like to bake, so I like to make pie crusts. I like to make, so I like to make biscuits. So it's good to have butter in your freezer. But this is a stick of unsalted butter. And what I'm going to do now is, okay, so you got your 2.5 cups of flour in here. You have your 1 teaspoon of salt. And you got your 2 tablespoons of baking powder. We're going to mix it up. Of course, I forgot to get the knife. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all doing good. Now we're going to cut it. What I do is I cut them into slices. I slice them, I sliced them. I used to put them in the cubes, but when you put them in the food processor, you don't have to. So it's like this is a 1/2 cup of butter, which is equivalent to 1 stick. So it's equivalent to 1 stick. course, I use gluten-free flour. You can use the flour you use in your house. You can use whatever flour you want. You can use whatever you like. Okay. So, that's how they look. Don't worry. We're gonna put them. We're gonna post them for some seconds. Well, not some seconds, but oh goodness, I know y'all was that low. Okay, see, my little it was dark over here. So, can y'all see that? I'm gonna be using this in a minute. Can y'all see that? Okay. But y'all don't really have to see it, so I'm just gonna now I do that for like two more times, so a total of 3. It's good to get it as like sand, because you know you want to get the sand texture. Is that what I'm saying? Sand texture. You want it to when you're done, you know, posting it, it's supposed to resemble sand, not like, you know, the texture. So I'm gonna do this 2 more times, so I'll be back. Hey, hey. So I did that about that was the third time. So, you know, I'm gonna do it one more time. One more time, because it still got some big chunks in there. The thing I love about this thing is that it won't turn on if the top is not on. See, as soon as you locked it, it came on. I like that. There's some blenders out there that will go without the top on. Okay, that should be all. That should be it. So now what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pour this out into a bowl. I'm glad I waited to make biscuits before I left for my doctor's appointment. So now I'm going to make a, oh, let me go get some gloves. Okay. Now before I go on with this part, I'm going to do something before my hands get, you know, all up in this mixture. I'm going to do this first. Now, you don't have to do this part, but this is what I do. So, you get your countertop ready. Well, I'm going to use this area. You know, you can sprinkle flour right here, and you can do this part. But what I do what works for me. You do what works for you. What helps, what makes it easier for you, that's what you go with. And I feel like this is easier for me. At this point, you should have your stove preheating. But at this point, I have something in the oven. Well, I had to season my, what they call them things, cast iron pans. Had to put it in the oven on 400 for about an hour while I got myself ready this morning. And then now I gotta, you know, take it out. I don't know why this is acting up right now. But yeah, so this is what I do for my mixture. Y'all see? Because that's what I'm gonna do. Now we're gonna go over here to the nitty gritty. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Now, y'all gonna see me do my biscuits exactly how I always make them. Now, you're gonna put a hole in the middle. Can you see that? Okay, you see that hole in the middle right there? Now, okay. Okay. I don't like touching nothing, you know. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. Leave it like that. Oh. Okay. And you're gonna add your, so you got your flour, your butter, your baking powder, and salt right in there. Now we're gonna do 1 cup of buttermilk. Oops, that was the last of the other one. I love full fat buttermilk. I love it. Good brand. Cakes. Give it a good shake. Give it a good shake. Yep, it's a new bottle. You're gonna fill it up. 1 cup. I would have used my other measuring cup, but I have some glaze in it. So you're gonna pour this in here. 1 cup of buttermilk. 1 cup of buttermilk. And I love this part right here. We're gonna add some honey. Honey, honey. Is this thing recording? Okay, because that would have been terrible if it wasn't. So I'm using organic, raw, unfiltered honey. But you can use a regular honey. Or you don't even have to add this part. But you can use, you know, whatever honey you have in your house, you can use that honey. But as long as it's pourable, you can use that honey. So that was 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon of honey. I'm going to do 3. Okay. And you can, and at this part, you can add, if you want cinnamon, you can add cinnamon to it. But I'm not going to add cinnamon. So this is the good time to add other things to it. If you want cheese in it, you can add cheese right now. This is the good time to add your cheese. Add your cheese. Good time to add your cheese. Okay, so we're going to put these up. Okay. So now, you with gloved hands or not, you mix everything together. And if it's a little bit too dry or something, you can add a little bit more buttermilk as you go. But it depends. Oh, I forgot to take out the cast iron pan to preheat the oven. But at this point, it depends on the temperature of your kitchen. Usually I have the oven on right now. But hey. So you can add your cheese. You can add cinnamon. You don't even have to add honey. You can add another type of sweetener. See, that's the thing. That's the good thing about making it yourself. You can make it to your liking. I'm trying to think of what else you can add to it if you want. You can add shredded cheese. Any type of sweetener. As long as before you mix it. Matter of fact, if you don't want the whole thing to be, because I remember one time I made cinnamon biscuits, and the whole thing, you know, because it turned, dark. But let me see how many minutes is on here. Okay. Ooh, I don't like wasting stuff. I need every morsel, every drop. And the thing about making stuff from scratch or making stuff yourself, you add love to it. You be like, mwah. Now let me stop. You know? Now, I heard from somewhere is where, like, if someone is not, if they feeling sad or they not feeling well and they cook, like, you can taste it in their cooking. Like, you're like, okay, so-and-so was off today. You know, like, so-and-so must have been upset about something or not feeling well because, you know, so Miss So-and-so food didn't taste right. Like, it tastes off. I didn't know that. I mean, is that even a thing? Like, can people really taste, like, can your food really taste different according to how you feel? I never known that. Now, I didn't have to add no milk to it, no extra milk. Oh, maybe because I don't have the oven on. But yeah, so this is cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I hate when I have to do parts. Okay, y'all. Here we go. We're going to bring this over to the work table. Oh, this camera is crooked. Can y'all see? I'm going to have to put y'all back a little bit. So I use saran wrap. So you're going to do it like this. Put your, ooh, sorry. Got to be gentle with your dough. Got to be gentle. Then you want to fold it over. Now, some people flour their rolling pin if you're putting it directly on the dough. But I'm not doing that, so you want to make sure you cover your dough completely, because if you roll it over it, it's going to be a problem. So you're going to fold it like this. Now, at this point, y'all probably can do it y'all way, but I'm doing it the way Ramona does it. Yeah. It worked for me for years. Now, it took me a while to get to here with the biscuit, and I came a long way. If y'all go on my what's that? My Instagram. What is my Instagram name? Ramona's Gluten Free Treats. Simply Ramona, same as my YouTube name. But y'all can go in there and go, well, you have to go way back. That's a lot of strolling. I don't think y'all want to go all the way back to 2015, 2016. I wasn't like, my biscuits come out better now, you know. I guess you keep trying until you get it right. Some people try it and then they don't come out the way they want it. They don't do it again. You know, they get discouraged. But listen, y'all, don't get discouraged. You know, you don't win if you give up. You know, you will never see how far you will come if you give up. You know, just because it didn't come out right the first time don't mean, you know, you can't try again. Because let me tell you something. Bakers, cookers, they don't always get it right the first time. Sometimes practice do make perfect. Well, almost perfect, you know. So, if you keep trying at it, you know, don't give up. Like, if you're not good at making certain dish, practice. Practice, practice. I lost count how many times I did this. But, yeah. Usually I have music playing. I'll be like, that's what I'm gonna do. Keep doing it. Uh-oh, I didn't cover that part all the way. Just thank you. You know, so, yeah. Okay. Oh, let me preheat the oven. Get these. I let my biscuits sit for 15 minutes covered, you know, on a warm stove, you know. I mean, a warm oven. So, let me take these out. So, I got my little, this is from my dad. I got this from my dad before he passed away. He didn't take good care of them, but this is the one I got off of Amazon. But I'm not going to use this one. I use olive oil to season it and put it in the oven on 400. So let's take this out. Ooh! Oh, I didn't know that I was going to do that. 350 is the magic number. Move this from here. Okay. Now, the oven is preheated, and you're going to grease your pan with butter. Yes, y'all, this is my problem, butter. I'm telling y'all. One day I'm going to make some Alfredo fettuccine. Oh my gosh. I'll make some Alfredo sauce on this channel one day. I don't know how many times. Oh. Be gentle. Please be gentle. Please be gentle when you're loving me. I'll be gentle. Okay, so I'm trying to hurry up because I don't got enough time. So we're going to let this sit for 15 minutes. Well, and I got a biscuit cutter. But if you don't have this, you can use a top from a mason jar. So you want to do it like that. I'm only making 3 in this video. I'm going to only make 3. Oh, what you want to do is press down and lift. Don't twist. But I gotta grease my my pan, so I'll be back. Had to go get a package while I was doing this. So I'm greasing my cast iron pan. You wanna, grease it well. Okay, good. So it's good to invest in a cast iron pan. If you don't have one, get one. But, no, I'm just joking. So we're going to put, oh, wow. We're going to put that in there. We're going to put this in here. Oh. I have to throw out the gloves to put a new one out because I have to go out the apartment to get a package. Okay. The third one. Now, I like to make 3 because, you put them together and then they'll, they will rise together. If you have one of those brushes, you can brush them. But right now, I'm going to cover them for about 15 minutes. Let it rest. Cover it. So this is how it looks. Alright, y'all. So I'm going to see y'all guys in another video. I'm going to set up and everything. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to cover this and let it sit for 15 minutes. So this is what I have left, y'all. This is what's left for the dough. I think this is enough for 3 more. But I wish I could just do everything in one video, but my phone only give me, 23 minutes to record. So I got to work with what I have, and y'all stay tuned. Bye.